families trying to navigate financial aid websites for college, take a look at your screen. You can call 303-777-7492 right now to speak with an advisor from the Denver Scholarship Foundation. They're here to answer your questions about the process. And joining me now to talk more about this is Miguel Banuelos Garcia. Miguel, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Well, we've been doing this call center for as long as I've been at Denver 7, but this is the first time we've been in a government shutdown. Is the Federal Financial Aid Office taking applications right now during the shutdown?
Yes, I feel like there's a misconception that these applications will not be processed, but students should be able to still apply and submit their application, and it will be processed during this time.
Well, that is good news and good for families to know so they can get started on those applications. Now, I know a lot has probably changed since I was applying for financial aid when I was in college, but I remember my mom sitting me down and saying, I don't know, I'm no help here. Here's my tax documents. What documents and information do families and students need to have in order to apply?
That's a really great question. Part of the documents that students need to submit are their 2024 tax returns, so making sure that parents had filed their taxes, but if they did not file their taxes, no worries. There are some other alternations that they're able to do in order to submit the application as well. They will also need their social security number and then information about their checking and savings account in order to submit the application.
I know a lot of folks are, a little overwhelmed, and they might even be wondering, what is the importance of applying for financial aid?
The importance of applying to financial aid really is to help students make sure that they have money available to go to school. I think that there's misconceptions too that college is very expensive, but by submitting the financial aid application, students are having the opportunity to receive scholarships, grants, and state and federal funding in order for them to pursue college.
Every little bit helps and every little bit counts, right? What do you want viewers to know about if they may have questions about if they even qualify for financial aid?
You need to apply. In order to know even if you do qualify for this, support is applying. Typically, students have these ideas that they won't receive any money for it, but you don't know unless you try. So really making sure that you take advantage of the application, submit it with your parents, have these conversations, and making sure that students are able to see what money they will be receiving.
I love hearing those calls come in. What about undocumented students? Can they apply for financial aid?
Yes, so while they cannot apply to FAFSA, because we live in the state of Colorado, they do have the option of applying to CASFA, which is very specific to Colorado. What that also means is that they're only able to apply the CASFA to in-state schools as well. Most schools in the state of Colorado will accept the CASFA, and it's very similar to FAFSA, but it's only available to students who are undocumented and or DACA.
That is great information, Miguel. Thank you so much for taking our questions, and our advisors are going to be here until 7 p.m. taking your questions, so please go on ahead, call in. Every question has an answer. So here's some more information about how to call. It's 303-777-7492. That's the number to call on your screen, and these folks, again, will be answering your questions until 7 o'clock tonight.